Professor Rahul Chandekra from Degree Electrical Engineering, Dr. Subhash Technical. Today's our lecture based on Z transform of the subject signal and system. Before start Z transform, the Fourier transform provide a valuable technique for frequency domain analysis and design of continuous time signal and LTI system. While the Z transform provide a valuable technique for analysis and design of discrete time signal and discrete time LTI system. The Z transform has a real and imaginary part like Fourier transform. A plot of imaginary part versus the real part is called as a Z plane or complex Z plane. The poles and zeros of discrete time system are plotted in the complex Z plane. The pole zero plot is main characteristic of discrete time LTI system. We can also check the stability of system using pole zero plot. Now the advantage of Z transform. Discrete time signal and LTI system can be completely characterized using Z transform. The stability of LTI system can be determined using Z transform. Mathematical calculations are reduced using Z transform. For example, convolution operation is transformed into multiplication operation. By calculating Z transform of given signal, DFT, it means discrete Fourier transform, and FT, the Fourier transform, can be determined. Entire family of digital filter can be obtained from one prototype design using Z transform. The solution of differential equation can be simplified using Z transform. There are two types of Z transform: single-sided Z transform and double-sided Z transform. So definition of single-sided Z transform. A single-sided Z transform of discrete time signal x of n is defined as x of z equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. Z raised to minus n, it means 1 upon z raised to n. Here z is a complex variable in equation. Limits of summation are from 0 to infinity. So while expanding the summation, we will put only positive value of n. It means n from n equal to 0 to n equal to infinity. So this is single-sided or one-sided Z transform. A definition of double-sided Z transform. A double-sided Z transform of discrete time signal x of n is defined as x of z n equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. While expanding the summation, we will put both positive and negative value of n. So it is called double-sided Z transform. So what is Z domain? So in our equation 1 and 2, the first is single-sided Z transform, the second is double-sided. The different is in summation n equal to 0 to infinity, it means single sided, and n equal to minus infinity to infinity, it means double sided. So here we are transforming discrete time signal x of n into x of z. So we know that the discrete time sequence x of n is drawn by plotting amplitude versus n. So y-axis is our amplitude and n, it is our x-axis. This is called as discrete domain. In the case of Z transform, we are plotting real part of Z on x-axis and imaginary part of Z on y-axis. So here in this figure we can see a Z domain. So REZ, it is the real part of Z, and I suffix M of Z, it is imaginary part of Z domain. The question is how to denote Z transform. The relation between x of n and x of z is indicated as follow. So x of n z transform x of z. So note that x of z is a z transform of x of n. When z transform of sequence is obtained, then it is denoted by capital letter x of z, hence the arrow is bidirectional. This is because we can also obtain x of n from x of z using inverse z transform. So the capital Z transform of x of n is also denoted by x of z equal to z of x of n. So here x of n and x of z are called as a z transform pairs. Now the next topic is ROC, region of convergence. In case of Z transform, the limits of summation are from n equal to minus infinity to n equal to infinity. So if we will expand this summation, then we will get an infinite power series. This infinite power series, that means Z transform, will exist only for those value of Z for which the series attain a finite value. That means the series converges. Definition of ROC. The region of convergence ROC of x of z is set for all the value of z for which x of z attains a finite value. Every time when we find the Z transform, we must indicate its ROC. It means region of convergence of x of z. So significance of ROC. ROC will decide whether a system is stable or unstable. ROC also determines the type of sequence, that means causal or non-causal, or finite or infinite. So let's start our example so we can understand how ROC and Z work. So first example, obtain the Z transform of following finite duration sequences. So the first example, x of n equal to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 7 and 1 at origin. So here arrow is not mentioned, so by default it is at first position. So x of n equal to the series 1 2 4 5 0 7 and arrow at first place, so it is origin and amplitude is 1. So according to definition of Z transform, we have x of z equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. But x of n is present from n equal to 0 to n equal to 5. The different value, so x of 0 equal to 1, x of 1 equal to 2, x of 2 equal to 4, x of 3 equal to 5, x of 4 equal to 0 and x of 5 equal to 7. So we will change the limit of summation from n equal to 0 to n equal to 5 instead of n equal to minus infinity to infinity. So our equation become x of z equal to summation n equal to 0 to 5 x of n z raised to minus n. It is our definition of Z transform. We just put our limit. So expanding the summation, we get, so we put first x of n z raised to minus n, in that n equal to 0. So we put here whatever the n value, we put first 0 value, then 1 value, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So x of z equal to expanding the summation x of 0 multiplied by 0 z raised to 0, x of 1 multiplied by z raised to minus 1, x of 2 z raised to minus 2, x of 3 z raised to minus 3, x of 4 z raised to minus 4, x of 5 z raised to minus 5. So x of z, now we have all the value x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4 and x of 5. So we put in our equation. So x of z become 1 multiplied by z raised to 0, 2 multiplied by z raised to minus 1, 4 multiplied by z raised to minus 2, 5 multiplied z raised to minus 3, 0 multiplied z raised to minus 4 and 7 multiplied by z raised to minus 5. So we get x of z equal to 1, z raised to 0, it means 1. So z raised to minus 1, it means 1 upon z, z raised to minus 2 equal to 1 upon z square. So x of z equal to 1 plus 2 by z plus 4 by z square plus 5 by z cube plus the z raised to 4, it is multiplied by with 0, so it becomes 0 value. So plus 7 by z raised to 5. So our final value x of z we get. Now the ROC, this is finite duration sequence. For this sequence we will check for which value of z the value of x of z become infinity. The simple method to decide the ROC is put z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity in equation of x of z. So putting z equal to 0 in our equation, so x of z become 1 plus 2 by 0 plus 4 by 0 plus 5 by 0 and 7 by 0. So it is 1 plus infinity, cos 2 by 0 is infinity, 4 by 0 is infinity, infinity plus infinity equal to infinity, 1 plus infinity, it is infinity. So x of z become infinity. So we know that 2 by 0, 4 by 0 are equal to infinity, 1 plus infinity is again infinity. Thus the z equal to 0 is not valid as it result x of z equal to infinity. So z of 0 must be some finite value, but we are getting infinite value. Now we are putting z equal to infinity in our equation. So x of z become 1 plus 2 by infinity, 4 by infinity, 5 by infinity, 7 by infinity. And we also know the 1 by infinity equal to 0. So it is 1 plus 0. So x of z we get 1 value. So it is a finite value. So z equal to infinity is allowed for ROC. Now ROC of given sequence is written as follow. So ROC, it is entire z plane except mod z equal to 0. So here we can see the ROC of this example. So entire z plane, the round near to origin, it is except. So here note the sequence is causal. Since x of n is present only for positive value of n, thus for a causal finite duration sequence, ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to 0. Now we are taking another example for our more understanding. Here the same values but the 7 at origin. So x of our next example for z transform and ROC. So x of n equal to 1 2 4 5 0 7 and the 7 value at origin, other value are left side. So according to definition of z transform, we have x of z equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. It is our definition. So first we find the sequence of n. So the 7 at 0, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 4 and minus 5. The range of given sequence is from n equal to minus 5 to n equal to 0. The difference value of x of n are x of minus 5 equal to 1, x of minus 4 equal to 2, x of minus 3 equal to 4, x of minus 2 equal to 5, x of minus 1 equal to 0 and x of 0 equal to 7. So we will change the limit of summation from n equal to minus 5 to n equal to 0 instead of n equal to minus infinity to n equal to infinity. So x of z equal to summation n equal to minus 5 to 0 x of n z raised to minus n. Now we are put the n value minus 5 to 0 in this equation and expanding the summation, we get x of z equal to x of minus 5 z raised to plus 5, x of minus 4 z raised to plus 4 plus x of minus 3 z raised to plus 3 plus x of minus 2 z raised to plus 2 plus x of minus 1 multiply with z plus 1 z raised to plus 1 plus x of 0 z raised to 0. Now we have to put a value of x of minus 5, x of minus 4, x of minus 3, x of minus 2, x of minus 1, x of 0 in this equation. So our equation become x of minus 5 equal to 1. So 1 multiplied by z raised to 5. 2 multiplied z raised to 4. 4 multiplied by z raised to 3. 5 multiplied by z square. 0 multiplied with z raised to 1. And 7 multiplied by z raised to 0. So x of z become z raised to 5 plus 2 z raised to 4 plus 4 z cube plus 5 z square plus 7. For the ROC, region of convergence, we will determine ROC by putting z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity. So first we put z equal to 0. So x of z, in this equation we are putting z equal to 0. In this equation we are putting z equal to 0. So x of z equal to 0 plus 0 plus, whenever there is the z, we put it z equal to 0. So all the z raised to 5, z raised to 4, z raised to cube, z square, all are 0. So x of z become 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 7. So we get final value 7 as a finite value. So z equal to 0 is allowed for ROC. Now we put z equal to infinite. So x of z become infinite plus infinite plus infinite plus infinite plus 7. So infinity plus 7 equal to infinity. This is because whatever value we add with infinity, it is infinity. So z equal to infinity is not allowed. Thus the ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to infinity. So we can see in figure the ROC, the dotted line or cross line is our ROC. So it is entire z plane, only not in the infinity side. So note down a note. The given sequence x of n is anti-causal. This is because x of n is present only for negative value of n. Thus for anti-causal finite duration sequence, ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to infinity. For causal system, ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to 0. For anti-causal, ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to infinity. Now we switch to our third example. X of n equal to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 7, but this time the 4 at origin. According to definition of Z transform, we have x of z equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. This is our definition of Z transform. So we always use to convert x of n into x of z by using this equation only. For finding the sequence, so 4 at 0, 5 at 1, 0 at 2, 7 at 3, 2 at minus 1 and 1 equal to minus 2. So range of n equal become minus 2 to plus 3. But x of n is present from n equal to minus 2 to n equal to 3. The difference value of x of n are as follow: x of minus 2 equal to 1, x of minus 1 equal to 2, x of 0 equal to 4, x of 1 equal to 5, x of 2 equal to 0 and x of 3 equal to C1. we will change the limit of summation from n equal to minus 2 to n equal to 3. So our equation become x of z equal to summation n equal to minus 2 to n equal to 3, x of n z raised to minus n. In this equation, we start from n equal to minus 2 to up to n equal to 3. So we put value of n and expanding the summation. So we get x of z equal to minus 2 multiplied by z raised to plus 2 minus 1 z raised to plus 1, x of 0 z raised to 0, x of 1 multiplied by z raised to minus 1, x of 2 multiplied by z raised to minus 2, x of 3 z raised to minus 3. So after calculating x of z equal to z square plus 2z raised to 1, 4z raised to 0, 5z raised to minus 1, 2z raised to minus 2 and 7z raised to minus 3. So our final equation become x of z equal to z square plus z plus 4, 5 by z, 2 by z square and 7 by z cube. So now after getting x of z, we will determine ROC, the region of convergence, by putting z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity in this equation. So first of we put z equal to 0. So our x of z become, so z square, it means here z square, if we put z equal to 0, it is 0 value. Here only z, we put z equal to 0, so 0 plus 4, 5 by 0, 2 by 0, 7 by 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 4 equal to 4, 5 by 0 it is infinity, 2 by 0 is it infinity, 7 by 0 is also infinity. So 4 plus infinity equal to infinity. So z equal to 0, we get infinity. So ROC is not allowed when we get infinity. There must be some finite value. So z equal to 0 is not allowed in this case. Now putting z equal to infinity in the equation, so x of z plus infinity plus 4, 5 by infinity, 2 by infinity, 7 by infinity. Infinity plus any value, it is infinity. So we get x of z equal to infinity. So here also we are not getting finite value. So z equal to infinity is not allowed. So ROC is entire z plane except z equal to 0, mod z equal to 0 and mod z equal to infinity. So our plotting, so it is ROC is entire z plane but not at near to origin and outside of infinity. So note down the note, the given sequence is both sided sequence. This is because x of n is present for both positive and negative value of n. Thus for both sided finite duration sequence, the ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to 0 and mod z equal to infinity. So here we studied 3 different example. First is causal, in that ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to 0. And the second example is anti-causal system, in that ROC is entire z plane except mod z equal to infinity. And now the third example, it is a both sided. So in that, entire z plane except mod z equal to 0 and mod z equal to infinity. Thank you. We will study the next example in the next lecture.